Well, hello and welcome to Windy Hill. Can't get away from them. Today is Tuesday and it is raining at 72 degrees and I'm all about that. It's man, what a great day. After weeks of 99 and 105 degrees, it's really been nice. So, it's been a while since I've posted anything because they won't let me. Because I've been so busy here on the farm. Doing the videos takes a long time to set them up, to edit them, so I just hadn't had time to do it. But with the rain, I got some time. So I'll show you around the farm a little bit, kind of what I've been doing and what we've got coming, what we've got in the ground, what we've got growing. One thing I did want to share with you is this coming Saturday at the market, we'll have duck eggs for the first time, and I'll show you a picture of the ducks here in just a minute. I've been asked for duck eggs for so long at the market last year, and many times this year, that I was thinking about doing ducks myself. And a friend of mine who lives down the road, we were talking one day and he was talking about ducks. And I said, hey, well, if you're going to do ducks, I'm really not set up for ducks. Why don't we do this? And so that's what we've been working on. And we finally have duck eggs, and they're happy too. So let's look around the farm, and we'll show you what we're doing. Even in the rain, we'll do a quick tour, and then I'll get back with you. So hopefully I can hold this still. These are my celery plants. I usually just sprinkle them out in flat, and cover them just barely with a little vermiculite. They need light to germinate. So they're really hard to grow. These guys, I think if I didn't say it already, these guys are about 4 weeks old. And I'm going to transplant them today, which is another hard thing to do. But if I can get my pencil in there where you can see it, you'll see they're really, really small. At 3 and 4 weeks old. But that's about the time to get them over into a larger pot. And then we'll wait about 4 more weeks, maybe 5, and then get them out into the garden, and then just about probably around Thanksgiving time, they'll be ready to start harvesting. So now what I've got is my 128 tray, and I've got it. I'm bottom watering now. So it's soaking up water from the bottom. It's got 128 cells in it, so we'll get these planted in here one by one. It's kind of a tedious process to do, and I'm a little bit OCD about. I like them to be in the center of the cell as much as I can get them there. So we'll just find a large one here. Kind of get the soil broken up a little bit where I can get it out. And we'll set him down in there into his new home. and then it'll grow a lot bigger. Like I said, it's kind of a tedious process. I think celery probably ought to cost like about $45, $50 per plant, because it does take a long time. It takes about 90 days to grow, 90 to 100 days to grow. Really kind of a picky plant, but really tasty too. So these guys are about 6 weeks old. And I transplanted them about 3 weeks ago, I guess. 3 or 4, or 3, 2 or 3. So they're getting on up there. They'll start to fill out here in the next 2 weeks and look somewhat more substantial. This is Bok Choy. I think I had almost 100% germination. I think there's only 2 cells out of 128 that didn't germinate. So that's pretty good. And they're just now starting to get their second leaves. You can just barely see it down there in the center. That'll give me another week or so to get their bed ready out in that, what I'm calling the greenhouse. So this greenhouse is going to be what I'm going to call the greenhouse. So in here right now we've got kale, cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage. And when I finish up, we'll have bok choy in here and a couple different kinds of lettuce. And then as we crop out, we'll replant different types of greens. In between the 2 greenhouses, right now I've got, of course, there's strawberries there. This is going to be my our beds for things like squash, zucchini, different vegetables that I can keep behind a fence and in between the 2 greenhouses to protect them. In that big greenhouse out there, once the squash is all harvested out, that will be tomatoes, and so I'll be able to string them and run them pretty high in there. Here now we've got a replanting of okra. So we've got some of the older plants are coming back now that it's cooled off and got under 100. The smaller okra plants are really taking off once the temperatures got right. And then we'll have some cucumbers. They're coming along, so we'll have that for fall harvest. I didn't mention in the greenhouse, we'll also have celery, so that's going to grow in there too. Next year, if time permits and I'm able to do it, then we'll also do cantaloupes and watermelon next year. I'm going to expand out into the field, and just depends on what all I get done with the deer. Well, that's it. Except for a little update on the deer. I have made some progress with them, but not a lot. I did contact several state agencies to no avail, really. The game warden, I talked to him, and their advice was to maybe go to Austin and see if I could get what's called a depredation permit, which would allow me to kill the deer. So I filed for that in case it comes to that. The only thing that with me not being a hunter, I may have to actually get somebody else to do it. But one of the I guess the requirements are that if you do kill a deer, that it has to be given away to charity or to some needy people, which is not a problem. But then they have to be field dressed. So with me not being a hunter, I've kind of put together some things that I figured I could dress them in. I got some jeans and some old t-shirts. I really don't have a lot, and there's a lot of deer, so I don't know if I'll have enough jeans and t-shirts for them, but we'll get them field dressed if that's the case, and get them off to some needy people. And I guess that's it. We'll see you this Saturday at the Keller Farmers Market. Would y'all please? We'll see you this Saturday at the Keller Farmers Market. As always, make happy memories. Enjoy this day, because it's probably going to be the last one for a while. Maybe not. Hopefully not. But again, like I said, we'll see you at the Keller Farmers Market this Saturday, 9 to 1 p.m. Make happy memories. We'll see you there.